Another 4 albums picked. It's going to be episode 4 of What's on the Turntable today. Come in and see what I'm talking about. Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hoping you had a great morning this morning. It is Friday morning. The week is almost over. It's also a coffee kind of morning. Cheers, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Having a blast doing this series, revisiting albums that I haven't listened to, or I bought, listened to once maybe. You know, that whole thing that we all go through. But I'm trying to revisit albums in my discography that maybe you guys know, maybe you guys don't. Trying to introduce new music to people, which I love doing. I think everything I have is, to me anyway, great. So I've got a mixture of stuff in here. A couple of prog albums, some blues rock, some jam rock, kind of a mixed bag of stuff. So let's get started with this fine album. This is Calling Card by Rory Gallagher. As Pat from Close to the Edge would say, it's brilliant. I love Pat. It is brilliant. What an underrated guitarist. He's remarkable. English musician, singer, songwriter. Regarded as Ireland's first rock star. Gonna make my thumbnail. Rory is known for his virtuoso style of guitar playing and live performances. The greatest guitarist you've never heard of. That's what he's known for. It's a shame because he was such a great player. I've got quite a bit of his stuff. This is a wonderful album in Calling Card. I was listening to it a little bit last night. I want to listen to it again today just to rediscover it. It was a quick listen, just a few tracks, but I loved it when I first heard it way back when. I can't remember where I got this one, but it's in great shape. You've got Do You Read Me, Country Mile, Moonchild, Calling Card. Those first 4 songs are fantastic. It does take a bit of a dip, to me anyway. I'll admit You're Gone. It's really the only track that doesn't hit me. It's a great track. It's just different from the rest of the album. More of a ballad type track. I gotta listen to it again. Maybe after today I'll think different of it. Side 2, you got Secret Agent, Jackknife Beat, Edged in Blue, and Barley Grape Rag. Just fantastic stuff. What a great artist. Remarkable. Sad loss. Who knows what would have happened to this fantastic artist if he was still around today. From blues rock to progressive rock. This is a remarkable album. Roger Dean cover. This is Greenslade, the amazing English progressive rock band formed in 1972 by keyboard player Dave Greenslade, bassist Tony Reeves, keyboardist Dave Lawson, and drummer Andrew McCullough. Very little, if any, guitar. Not on this album anyway. Apparently on some of the other albums there is some guitar, but this is all organ-based and keyboard-based music. Remarkable. I've got another album of theirs, 1975's Time and Tide, their 4th studio album. This is, again, their debut. You got Dave Lawson on keyboards and vocals, Dave Greenslade on keyboards. He also co-produced the album. Tony Reeves on bass guitar, double bass, co-producing the album. Andrew McCullough on drums and percussion. Feathered Friends, an English Western. Drowning Man, Temple Song. Malage, What Are You Doing to Me? Sundance. It just takes you away. Again, no guitar, but I love that Roger Dean cover. This happens to be on the Warner Brothers label, So I'm looking forward to revisiting this one. It's been a moment since I've listened to Greenslade, but great stuff. Sticking with the progressive rock, this is The Power and the Glory, Gentle Giant. Another brilliant album, Pat. You all know Gentle Giant. Pat, you're a Gentle Giant aficionado. Original album, as for the rounded upper corners, and everyone thinks this might have been inspired by Graham Greene's novel of the same name, but it wasn't. It's just a coincidence. But it's so good, so good. You got Gary Green on electric guitar, acoustic guitar, and vocals. Kerry Minier on Hammond organ, Fender Rhodes, clavinet, cello, lead vocals. Derek Schumann on lead vocals and tenor sax. You got Roy Schumann on bass guitar, violin, electric violin, acoustic guitar, and vocals, and John Withers on drums. Some great tracks on here: Proclamation, So Sincere, Aspirations, Playing the Game, Cogs and Cogs, No God's a Man, The Face, and Valedictory. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I'd have to say my overall Gentle Giant favorite is Civilians, but this comes a pretty darn close second. It's cutting edge for its time, and it still sounds current today. It may not hit you the first time you listen to it, but if you listen carefully, you get hooked for sure. Fantastic stuff. And to go from progressive rock to jam rock, the last album of the day. This is Grateful Dead's Shakedown Street. Okay, I really got into Grateful Dead this year, to be exact. Even though they've been around forever, and I knew of them, but I just never really followed them. But once I started, I was hooked. This is the 10th album by the band, released 1978. This is not in 1978. This is a remaster, I think it is. 2024 remaster. This one came out just a year after Terrapin Station, another fine album. The final album for Keith and Donna Jean Gogic. I think that's how we pronounce their name. They left the band a few months after this release. It was produced by Lowell George of Little Feat, which I absolutely love. Love Little Feat. Love Little Feat. You've got Good Lovin', France, Shakedown Street, Serengeti, Fire in the Mountain, I Need a Miracle, From the Heart of Me, Stagger Lee, All New Minglewood Blues, If I Had the World to Give. Of course, you got the amazing Jerry Garcia on lead guitar and vocals, Donna Jean Goddich on vocals, Keith Goddich on keyboards and vocals, Mickey Hart on drums, Bill Kreutzmann on drums, Phil Lesh on bass, Bob Weir on guitars and vocals, and Lowell George also, as well as producing the album, saying lead vocals on the song Good Lovin'. I like this album. It's a catchy album. It's a fun listen. It may not be a great album like Anthem of the Sun or Working Man's Dead, but it's right up there, and it's a great listen for sure. So here you have it for episode 4 of what's playing on the turntable today, and there'll be more to come. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.